What an absolute ass whooping. Super Bowl champions for the second time, baby. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Unbelievable. Now, I had confidence in our Eagles. Even though in my preview video I said, I picked the Chiefs, but that was what I've been doing all year. I've been doing the whole reverse psychology, and it's just been working. But deep down, I had a lot of confidence in this Eagles team. I remember watching the media all week coming to this game, and all it was about was the three-peat this, three-peat that, three-peat this, three-peat that when it comes to the Chiefs. Well, the Eagles today said, fuck that three-peat. This right here was extremely personal. And you can just tell just how much the Eagles really wanted this. From the beginning, the very beginning, kickoff, how much the Eagles wanted this one. It was just pure domination the entire game. Patrick Mahomes got a couple touchdowns late in the game, but those were really jump time touchdowns, especially the last two touchdowns that were on our third and fourth string defenders. You could just tell just how much Jalen Hurts wanted this, how much Nick Sirianni, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, because just 2 years ago, they were walking off the field, and the Chiefs confetti was coming down, and just a tough loss, very tough loss. Jalen Hurts played his ass off in that game, only for the defense not to be able to get a stop when we need them to get a stop. Jalen Hurts had one mistake in that game, which was that fumble, but he made up for that, and he put the team in position to win that game. Just needed one stop by the defense, and it didn't come. This time around, that defense, with the drastic improvements that we had to it, adding guys like Cooper Eugene, happy birthday by the way, got a big pick 6 in this game. Congratulations on that. And of course, Quinyon Mitchell, and just a drastically improved secondary, and just pure domination. Zach Bond, linebacker, getting a big interception as well after that Cooper Eugene pick 6. You could just see just how much the Eagles truly wanted this from the very beginning, and boy, I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I didn't see this coming. I saw it was winning, but I damn sure did not think we were going to absolutely destroy the Chiefs the way we did. This shit was personal. It was absolutely personal. After we lost that Super Bowl 2 years ago, Chiefs fans were flapping their gums. Players were, like Juju Schuster, who I don't even know if he was even played today. That's how non-existent he was. They were talking all day smack after that Super Bowl. To come back and beat this team 2 years later, this revenge is so much better than the revenge that we got on the Patriots in 2018 for beating us in Super Bowl 39. Because for a couple reasons. Super Bowl 52 and Super Bowl 39, you talking about how many years apart those were? You talking about 14 years apart. Nobody from that 2004 Eagles team was on that 2017-18 Eagles team. So nobody was on that team. So nobody was able to get that revenge in 2018. Brian Dawkins obviously got a ring with us that year because he was part of the front office. He was, of course, on that Super Bowl team. That team that fell short to the Patriots in Super Bowl 39. But obviously, he was not playing that game. But he got a ring, of course. This time around, it feels better, like I said, because that was just 2 years ago. Jalen Hurts kept on his phone as a screensaver, him walking off and with his head down in that confetti after playing so hard in that game. So yeah, this is bigger than that revenge. To me, it's much bigger. This revenge was. It was definitely personal. The majority of the roster that we had 2 years ago is still with us. Obviously a couple guys retired, such as Kelsey and Fletcher Cox, which I wish they would have came back for another year to enjoy this. But I'm glad guys like BG, Lane Johnson, Jake Elliott was phenomenal today. We were critiquing him because of the way he's been struggling, but when we needed him to step up, he was kicking those 40-plus yard field goals today. But Nick Lovato as well. I'm glad for those guys that were part of that 2017-18 Super Bowl winning team, that they were able to enjoy yet another Super Bowl win by the Eagles. But this second Lombardi Trophy, it means more to me than what that first Lombardi Trophy meant. That first Lombardi Trophy, don't get me wrong, happiest day of my life as a sports fan. But this one was getting that second one, getting back here and winning that second one, man. This right here means more to me than what that one meant. Oh my God! Wow. It's gonna be one hell of a party in Philadelphia. This Super Bowl parade, man. It's gonna be one hell of a parade. It feels good. Jalen Hurts named Super Bowl MVP, winning his first Super Bowl championship, the first of hopefully many more to come. It feels great. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Me as an Eagles fan that's been critical of Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, I've been very critical of both of them. But I have no problem eating crow or, you know, giving them props when it's due. Because as an Eagles fan, I'm always going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to come on here and sugarcoat anything. When they have bad games, you know, when Jalen Hurts has bad games, I'm going to be on here and I'm going to be honest about it. When Nick Sirianni coaches a bad game, I'm going to be honest about it. But I have to give props where it's due. I absolutely have to give props where it's due. You know, you just look back to early in the season. A lot of us Eagle fans were ready to, to run Nick Sirianni out of Philadelphia. A lot of us were ready to do that. After that Buccaneers loss going to the bye week, he comes back with a shaved head, and the Eagles go on this run. But I want to go ahead and say this right now, Nick Sirianni. I was not a fan of when we hired you. I didn't even make a video, you know, when we hired you. I didn't say anything about it because I was not a fan of it. Especially when I heard what you were saying in the press conference. Jalen Hurts, like I said, I've been very critical of you when you played bad. I've given you props when you done well, but I've been very critical. But I give you props. You may not go out there and put out, you know, 300-400 yards passing on a regular basis, which is what a lot of us were really, I'm keeping it real myself. That was a super high expectation that I was holding that was a super high expectation I was holding you, holding up to you, you know, holding you to. But you don't have to, man. You don't have to go out there and do that, obviously, because you do what we need you to do to win games. You win football games. Nick Sirianni wins football games. It may not be the prettiest way. Usually it's not the prettiest way, but these guys win football games. So I owe you my apology for being one of those fans that was ready to that was calling for you to be fired, Nick Sirianni. I give you 100% props, Jalen Hurts, for going out there, proving the doubters wrong. People, you don't get nearly the amount of credit by the media that you should. And you go out there and win the championship before guys like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. You know these guys that they want to say are better than Jalen Hurts. Even though Jalen Hurts is in his second Super Bowl in 3 years. He wins the Super Bowl championship before any of those guys. But they don't like to put him in that category of quarterbacks. So I give props and respect where it's due. Nick Sirianni is now on that pedestal with Doug Peterson for me. Doug Peterson, the first head coach to win a Super Bowl championship for the Eagles. Nick Sirianni's right there with him for me now. I know a lot of Eagle fans are big. They absolutely love Andy Reid. I'm not one of those fans. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had competitive teams, but we had a lot of heartbreaking losses, including Super Bowl 39. Terrible clock management by Andy Reid here in Philadelphia. I'm not the biggest Andy Reid fan. He went on to Kansas City, won 3 Super Bowls with them. One of those Super Bowls at our expense. We get that damn revenge today, and it feels bittersweet. But Nick Sirianni is now right there with Doug Peterson as the coaches who brought that Lombardi Trophy to Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni, the first coach to lead the Eagles to 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl appearances, winning this one, of course. Jalen Hurts being the first Eagles quarterback to lead the Eagles to 2 Super Bowls, winning this one, of course. I give you guys all the props, man. I give you guys all the props, and I realize for myself that I gotta be a little more patient. It's easy to be critical after a tough game from a tough game coaching and playing by Sirianni and Hurts respectively. But I realize I gotta be a little more patient. Not be as harsh on these guys after a bad game, because you're gonna have those. That's just how it goes. No, Jalen Hurts. I'm sure the haters and doubts are still gonna be there, but you are a world champion. That's something they can never take from you. never take from you. I got a lot more to say about this game, but I'm gonna go over the numbers of this game real quick. I guess I'll start off with the scoring summary here. With 6 minutes and 15 seconds in the first quarter, Jalen Hurts with a 1-yard touchdown run, the Philly shove. Jake Elliott with the extra point, 7-0. Jake Elliott with 8 minutes and 38 seconds left in the second quarter kicks a 48-yard field goal. It is now 10-0 Eagles. In the second quarter, Cooper DeJean with a 38-yard interception return for a touchdown. Jake Elliott with the extra point, 17-0 Eagles. A.J. Brown with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the second quarter catches a 12-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott with the extra point, 24-0 Eagles at halftime. In the third quarter, with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock, Jake Elliott kicks a 29-yard field goal, 27-0 Eagles. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter, Devontae Smith catches a 46-yard pass, touchdown pass. Beautiful bomb down the field, beautiful deep pass from Jalen. He catches that from Jalen Hurts. Jake Elliott with the extra point is good, 34-0 Eagles. The Chiefs finally get on the board here with 34 minutes left in the third quarter. Xavier Worthy catches a 24-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. Failed extra point attempt by Patrick Mahomes. It is 34-6 Eagles. In the fourth quarter, with 9 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock, Jake Elliott kicks a 48-yard field goal, 37-6 Eagles. With 8 minutes and 1 second left on the clock, Jake Elliott kicks a 50-yard field goal, 40-6 Eagles. That'll be the last score by the Eagles this game. After this, a bunch of jump time touchdowns by the Chiefs. By this time, the Eagles are, after this scoring drive by the Chiefs, the Eagles put Kenny Pickett out there. That's how bad we're whooping the Chiefs' ass. They put the backup Kenny Pickett out there. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins catches a 7-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. Justin Watson 2-point conversion pass from Patrick Mahomes. 40-14 Eagles. 1 minute 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Xavier Worthy catches a 50-yard touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. DeAndre Smith with a 2-point conversion pass from Patrick Mahomes. 40-22 Eagles. Chiefs, of course, go for another onside kick. Eagles land on the onside kick. They take a couple of knees. Eagles are the world champions. When it comes to numbers here, Jalen Hurts yet again outplaying Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Now Patrick Mahomes had more passing yards. He had more passing yards and more passing touchdowns by 1. But Jalen Hurts had 3 total touchdowns, 2 pass touchdowns, the one rushing touchdown. He threw an interception early in the game, but Patrick Mahomes threw 2. But no, Jalen Hurts is a very, very good game, a very solid game for him. 17 for 22, 221 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Like I said, the 1 interception. Kenny Pickett had 1 pass attempt. Rushing, the Chiefs, they did a great job of not letting Saquon Barkley be the game factor in this game. Like you could tell that was clearly their focus was not letting Saquon Barkley dominate. They wanted Jalen Hurts to beat them with his arm, and he did that. His arm and his legs. Jalen Hurts had 11 carries for 72 yards, some big third down conversions. 72 yards rushing, 6.5 yards average a run, one rushing touchdown, Philly shove. Saquon Barkley, 25 carries for 57 yards, 2.3 average a carry. Kenneth Gainwell, 6 carries for 10 yards, 1.7 yards average a carry. Receiving, Devontae Smith, 4 catches for 69 yards, 17.2 yards a catch. 1 receiver touchdown. A.J. Brown, 3 touchdowns for 43 yards, 14.3 average a catch. 1 receiver touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 2 catches for 42 yards, 21.0 yards average a catch. Saquon Barkley, 6 catches for 40 yards, 6.7 yards average a catch. Dallas Goedert, 2 catches for 27 yards, 13.5 average yards a catch. Defensively, Zach Bond, pay that man. Keep that man here. 3 tackles, 4 tackle assists. He had an interception. Owen Burks, 3 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Milton Williams had 3 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Had a sack as well. Cooper DeJean, happy birthday. Happy birthday to him and Saquon Barkley. But Cooper DeJean, 3 tackles. He had that interception that I was talking about, returning for a touchdown. Quinyon Mitchell, 3 tackles. Josh Sweat is making the case to stay here in Philadelphia. He is making the case because a lot of people saying that that the Eagles were not going to resign him. But I'm telling you right now, Josh Sweat played his best game yet, and what a time to play it. He's making the case why the Eagles should definitely keep him here. But Josh Sweat, 2 tackles, 4 tackle assists, 2.5 sacks, huge. Jordan Davis, 2 tackles, 1 sack. Darren Slade, 2 tackles. Moro Ujomo, 2 tackles. Reed Blankenship, 1 tackle, 2 tackle assists. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, 1 tackle, 2 tackle assists. Had an interception that got called back. Jalen Hunt, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Half a sack as well. Brandon Graham. If this is it for Brandon Graham, what a great way to go out. At the New Orleans Superdome, going out Super Bowl champion. If this is truly it for him. Ray Lewis did it 11 years ago, coming out. He also came off an injury and won the last game of his career at the New Orleans Superdome with the Ravens. Now, Brandon Graham was talking after the game. He was making hints about possibly coming back. I would love to have him back. We'll see what happens. But Brandon Graham, 1 tackle. Kenneth Gainwell, 1 tackle. No, what the hell? Kenneth Gainwell. I don't know why he's even on the defensive list here. Jeremiah Trotter Jr., 1 tackle assist. Kick returns, Will Shipley, 1 return for 25 yards. Punt returns, Cooper DeJean, 3 returns for 27 yards. Jake Elliott, another guy I owe an apology to. He's been struggling all season, but he was money today. He made every single kick that he was called upon. 4 field goals, 4 for 4, 100%. Long 51-yard field goal, 16-point score by him. Braden Mann, 2 punts for 96 yards. Average 48 yards a punt. 2 inside the 20. Team stats here. Total yards. The Chiefs had 275 yards. Eagles had 345 yards. Passing yards 200 and it says let's see, kind of weird because that's definitely not accurate. 257 yards by the Chiefs. 221 yards passing by the 275 total yards by the Chiefs. 345 yards total by the Eagles. Passing yards, 257 yards passing by Mahomes. 221 yards passing by the Eagles. Rushing yards, 49 yards rushing by the Chiefs. 135 yards rushing by the Eagles total. Yards per play, 5.6 yards per play by the Chiefs. 4.9 yards per play by the Eagles, average. First downs, 12 by the Chiefs, 21 by the Eagles. Third down efficiency, Chiefs 3 for 11 on third down. Eagles 3 for 12 on third down. Fourth down efficiency, both teams were 0-1. Total plays ran, Chiefs ran 49, Eagles ran 70. Sacks allowed, Chiefs allowed 6, Eagles allowed 2. Punts, 6 by the Chiefs, 2 by the Eagles. Penalties, Chiefs committed 7 penalties for 75 yards. Eagles committed 8 penalties for 59 yards. Fumbles lost, one fumble lost by the Chiefs. A sack, a strip sack, on Mahomes. 0 by the Eagles. Interceptions thrown, 2 thrown by the Chiefs, 1 thrown by the Eagles. Time possession, Eagles just dominated the clock, kept Patrick Mahomes off the field large portions of this game. The Chiefs held the ball for 23 minutes and 2 seconds. Eagles held the ball for 36 minutes and 58 seconds. So just pure domination. Pure domination. If the Eagles had this defense, particularly this secondary 2 years ago, we would have won that Super Bowl. I try telling you Chiefs fans this, man. On social media, I try telling y'all, this ain't the same Eagles team you saw 2 years ago. This time around, we actually have a defense. And that defense showed up to play today. They were not fucking around. They were not fucking around. From the very first snap, those boys came to play. Howard Roseman, that man should be executive of the year. That man continues to show why he is the very best at what he does, how he's able to put these teams together, how he's able to keep this team constantly competitive. We may have a down year here and there, but the Eagles are not down for long. As long as we got Howard Roseman running the show, the Eagles will be competing for championships for many years to come. All we heard this week, three-peat this, three-peat that, three-peat this, three-peat that, that's all we heard. The Eagles did not come, it was personal. It started off with the demeanor of Jalen Hurts. You look at the way he was the opening night of the Super Bowl week. The first time around, he was smiling it up with Patrick Mahomes, everything. This time around, he was focused and dialed in. He was absolutely focused and dialed in. This shit was personal. The feeling that we felt 2 years ago, you can tell that shit right there motivated Jalen Hurts. Getting back to this game and hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, that motivated Jalen Hurts. And he played like somebody that was motivated after that loss. We come at this time around with a defense, and we dominate the Chiefs. Now we go into next season to finish Super Bowl champions. We're going to have a target on our back, but that's the way I like it. To finish Super Bowl champions, baby. But before we get to all that, obviously no more football until, meaningful football until next September. Definitely enjoy this, man. Enjoy being Super Bowl champions. It's not easy to get to this game. It's not easy to win this game. Second Lombardi Trophy in 7 years. 3 Super Bowl appearances in 7 years. Howie freaking Roseman. Best general manager in the league. By far. Oh, man. I'm going to need a couple days to just take this in. It's surreal. It is absolutely surreal right now. Beyond surreal. When we got that Super Bowl back in 2017-18 season, it was a great feeling to finally be Super Bowl champions after hearing haters for years go on about how, you would never see your team win a Super Bowl. They would never win a Super Bowl. We win that Super Bowl, then the narrative become, about time you won one. Now you got to catch up with us. Especially Cowboy fans. 5 is better than 1. Of course, now it's going to be 5 is better than 2. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? But we were hearing this one-hit wonder shit. One-hit wonder this, one-hit wonder that. Well, who's one-hit wonder, bitches? Who's that one-hit wonder? 2 Super Bowls in 7 freaking years. So one-hit wonder my ass. We may have had a couple years there where we fell just short, where the team was struggled. But the Eagles don't stay down for long. As long as Howard Roseman is running the show, get used to it. Get used to seeing the Eagles in this position as long as we have Howie fucking Roseman running the show. Fuck that being humble shit, because I've been humble long enough. I've listened to all this shit long enough. I am going to rub this in the face of all you Eagle haters. I am going to rub it in your face all off season. I am going to enjoy this all off season. I was hungry and I was starving for this second Lombardi Trophy. Being able to shut those one-hit wonder haters up, it feels good. If we can, no, Nick Sirianni said after the Super Bowl, let's run this bitch back. Absolutely. Let's begin our quest for a three-peat. Let's run this bitch back. Let's go back to the Super Bowl next year and win it all, do it all again next year. Let's start our quest. Let's run this shit back. He was saying that of course, in reply about Kellen Moore, who was likely to take the New Orleans Saints job. I expect Kellen Moore to be named the New Orleans Saints head coach tomorrow, as early as tomorrow. Bring back Frank Reich. Frank Reich, the genius that, the reason why Carson Wentz had the season he had in 2017, the reason why Nick Foles had the playoff run he had in 2017-18. Jalen Hurts would thrive under Frank Reich. He absolutely would. And he would also have stability. Because Frank Reich's not getting a head coaching job anytime soon, if ever again. So you will have that stability where you have a coach that's going to be here and for a scheme for Jalen Hurts to play in for many years to come. But that's all down the road. We'll worry about that when we cross that bridge. We are world champions. We are world champions. Damn, it feels good to say that. And to do it against Patrick Mahomes, who a lot of people are putting that GOAT conversation with Tom Brady, another quarterback that we got our revenge on, obviously, like I said earlier, with the Patriots, It feels good. I had to turn off a lot of damn media throughout the week because all of the worshiping of the Chiefs, it got old. To see Taylor Swift, who used to be an Eagles fan, I guess, whatever, to see her up there upset, not upset, but a down face, that felt great as well. Ever since she started dating Travis Kelce, she's all been all on the Chiefs bandwagon, blah, 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 whatever. It felt good to see the down faces of the Chiefs, their fans, those obnoxious fans that did a whole lot of talking at the Super Bowl 57. It felt great. It feels bittersweet. Congratulations to the Eagles players, man. An amazing season. I can officially say it now. I've been saying that the 2017-18 Eagles is the greatest Eagles team of all time, in my opinion, because they were the first team to bring back the Barry Trophy. Well, now I can say the 2024-25 Eagles is the best Philadelphia Eagles team of all time. That 2017-18 team did not have the kind of secondary that this team has. They didn't have that kind of secondary. This secondary is quite frankly amazing. Best Eagles team of all time. Let's be able. I hope that we're able to say the same thing about the 2025, 2026 Eagles. When you look at that a year from now, we're able to say, oh, they're better than the 2024-25 Eagles. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I'm able to say that we're able to get back to this game next year and win it next year. Next year, the Super Bowl will be in Santa Clara, California, and that would be great because that would be in the San Francisco 49ers Stadium. So that would be great to go into San Fran and win with Santa Clara and win at their stadium. But I'm getting too far ahead of myself, like I said, man. It's gonna be one hell of a parade in downtown Philadelphia in the next couple of days. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Getting back to this moment and winning this championship is absolutely bittersweet. Absolutely bittersweet. To do it against Patrick Mahomes, absolutely bittersweet. To see how the Eagles defense just absolutely dominated, laid the hammer down. The touchdowns that Patrick Mahomes did get, particularly the last two were jump time touchdowns against our backup defense. It was bittersweet. Before I end this video, let me give flowers to Vic Fangio. Let me give flowers to Vic Fangio, because I was going to almost forget to mention this man. This man right here reminds me of the late, great Jim Johnson. He already said, I have no desire to be a head coach again. I've been there, done that. Jim Johnson was the same way. Jim Johnson, teams used to constantly reach out to him and trying to hire him as a head coach. He always made it very clear. I have no desire to be a head coach. I love my job in Philadelphia. Vic Fangio, of course, was with us for that Super Bowl 57 loss. He was with us for that, as an assistant. went down to Miami, coached the Miami Dolphins defense. You know, him and the Miami Dolphins mutually agreed to part ways because Vic Fangio is from Pennsylvania, and you know he wanted to come back home to Philadelphia, and he came back to Philadelphia, transformed our defense last year, which was like 27th ranked in the league, just awful. Transferred them into the #1 defense in the league. A Super Bowl championship winning defense is what he transformed our defense into. Eagle fans, let's appreciate Vic Fangio, because fingers crossed we could have this man running the Eagles defense for a decade. So that means many more years of great Eagles defense that we will be treated to, Eagles fans. Let's give that man his flowers. He absolutely deserves it. He is the best defensive coordinator that we've had since the late great Jim Johnson. Since the late great Jim Johnson, Vic Fangio is the best defensive coordinator we had. This feels good, man. I keep saying it, but it feels great. This is one of the best feelings. I am more pumped and hyped over this Super Bowl win than I was the one 2 years ago. Winning that first Super Bowl trophy was great, man. But you know, a 7-year journey back to feel that feeling again of winning the Super Bowl again. This one is more bittersweet for me than that one was. I was starving. I was hungry for this one more than I was that one. That Lombardi trophy that we have sitting in Philadelphia, move on over, because you're about to get a roommate. I know you was a little bit lonely there. You know, you were the only Lombardi trophy there. Well, guess what? We're bringing a friend. We're bringing a friend to Philadelphia, back home to Philadelphia, to the place right beside you. So you're gonna have some company, and God willing, fingers crossed, over the years we're gonna add some more company over there for you. man, what a night! What a night! What a night! If this is truly the last, the last game for Brandon Graham, thank you for the memories, my brother. Thank you for being a great leader for our locker room. If this is truly Kellen Moore's last game as our offensive coordinator, thank you for this 1 year as our offensive coordinator. Thank you for your contributions. I wish you well in New Orleans, except of course when you play the Eagles. Thank you. Absolutely thank you. We'll see what happens. I expect tomorrow to hear that Kellen Moore accepts that Saints head coaching job. If that's the case, then congratulations. You got your ring with us. Best of luck to you next year. Of course, except if you meet the Eagles next year, of course. But yeah, man, let's enjoy this, Eagles fans. Let's celebrate, man. The Eagles absolutely dominate the Kansas City Chiefs, 40-22. We're world champions, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. World champions! World champions! I'm out of here. Flag will fly. Peace.
That's all, folks.